Types of a plan. There are many types of a plan in this one. The first comes the vision. It is in the topmost hierarchy, where an entrepreneur is such a person who starts the organization and make the organization to work. He is the owner, we can call him as a owner. He is having some plan, he is having some idea to develop his business in future or in present. So he will be having a vision, we call as a vision. In this vision he describes how the organization should be and what the organization should happen. For example, Walchand Hirachand, he believes that he, that in India a transportation was required, a cheap transportation was required. So when it was required, then many entrepreneurs came up and they started the establishment like Scindia Shipping Company, Premium Automobiles, and Hindustan Aircraft. And if you see Tata, Jamshedji N Tata, he was a good entrepreneur. He was a good entrepreneur and owner of a Tata groups, and he has had some vision. Vision was to serve and serve the Indian society, to see that whatever the things required should be provided with using science and technology. This was there. And if you see a diagram in this one, if you see the hierarchy, if you see the hierarchy, in the hierarchy the vision, mission, objectives and strategies are there. The next in this one, this is a hierarchy. If you see the hierarchy in this organization plan, we call it as organization plan. In this one, the vision is there first, it is on the top position. Next comes the mission, objectives, strategies, operation planning, then many policies. It is followed by the policies, procedures and budget and business plan. So these are very very important in this one. Without this hierarchy, things never work. The next part of this one is mission. Mission, it is their achievement, how the organization will work, what is the function of the organization, and which area they have to go for the specialization, or to, and how they have to scope with the businesses. For example, there are many companies like, if you see that EBB, it is called as EBB, Asian Brown Bowery Limited. In this, what he says is mission to be a global leader, most competitive, competent, technologically advanced and quality minded electrical engineering. He says that he want to be a he want to be a global leader. It is a mission, and how it has, they have to work, they have to see what are the need of the customer, how they can deliver it to the customer. So mission might be different, vision will be the same for almost all the entrepreneur, but if you see the mission, it goes on changing from organization to organization. Some organization, for example, who starts hospital, who starts for their main purpose is to see that the healthcare improves of the people. And if you see some organization like education institute, where their aim is to impart the education to the society or to the children. So it differs, our mission differs from person to person, and differs from organization to organization, and the service they provide to market also it differs. Objectives are goals or aim that a management wishes the organization to achieve. When a vision or mission is there, that time the organization or the founder of the organization may ask the manager to make the vision and mission successful. So that is called as the objective, the main objective. For example, if a founder or owner of the company says that he has to get 100 crore of a profit per year. That is objective. So that objective has to be followed by the manager. These are end points which all business activities like organization, staffing, directing and controlling a director. So there are many types of objectives which differs from market to market or from organization to the organization. If you see, for example, if you see the objectives are specific target to be reached by the organization. The it converts it makes organization mission into a concrete terms, or it converts into other a goal or a result. If you see admit, for example, a university wants to admit few student, it wants to admit a certain student. If the target is given as 400 student has to get the admission this year, so that is the objective, and making it successfully, that is the work of the managers. For example, if you take a hospital, the hospital has to bring the patients, as many as patient, or 1000 patients should come per month, or 500 patients should come per year. So they will try to take all the things. So objectives can be, we can speak as a sales quota, expenses quota, budget, absentee rates. This all are called as the objectives. These are the characteristics, few of the characteristic of the objectives. Some have they are defined. There are 8 key areas which the objectives has to be performed, or the result has to come up. For these are market standing, innovation, productivity, physical and financial resources, profitability, manager performance and development, worker performance, and attitude and public responsibility. These are the main areas where the objectives can be laid. It has to get the result. For example, manufacturing and marketing company may achieve following objective. For achievement of a specific market share for their product, means they want to increase their product, they want to change the rating, the value, price value of their shares. Next comes development of new product or service. Objectives may changes. They want some product has to be developed, the new product has to be bring up. Identification of many overhead cost, many costs are there. When a firm or organization works, their expenses are more, their expenses, they try to reduce the expenses or minimize the expenses. Direction of manager, some direction will be given by the manager also, how it has to be followed, what has to be done, what has to be taken care. So this all are the different type of objectives which has to be performed by the managers. Next, the objective must be precise and measurable. If you see, when objectives are created by the managers, it has to be precise. Precise means it should be very simple, and it should be measurable, which can be done easily. So for example, if you take a manager who is planning objectives, if he thinks that uh, they should be increase in the profit by 10%, means he has to tell his supervisors or lower staff that the goal has to be the product or the profit should be increased by 10%. So what happen, it is a prescribed that 10% means what happen, the sales manager, now he checks what is the sale for a year, so he tries to increase the sale by 10% or 15% to achieve the objective. And it is very, and what happen, it shows it when it is a prescribed, it is very easy for the sales manager, supervisor, production manager to follow the instruction and to work as per the direction. Now he will see whether the goal is achieved or not. If the aim for getting the profit of 15 lakh is achieved within prescribed time, then the then the objective we can say it is a precise and measurable. The next comes the strategy. Strategy is generally it is originated in military. It is only used. It was before it was used in the military. Now it is used in everywhere, any firms and organization to build up the plan. To build up the plan. So it is considered taken into two parts. One is environmental appraisal, and second is attribute to the external environment. In this one there are many things it comes. They commonly refer to SWOT. SWOT means that is strength, weakness, opportunities and threat analysis. They will analyze. So there are many things which they will divide this activity. One is environmental appraisal and another one is corporate appraisal. In this environment appraisal there are components of external environment, like political and legal components, stability of government and its political philosophy. Means what happen when a business is done or anything organization want to work or any market has to develop and has to change, the most important thing is they want a stabilized government. Without the stabilized government this cannot happen. That is very very important for the development of the market. Second, they consider taxation. taxation plays very Taxation plays very very important role. If the tax if the taxation in this taxation, it is very important that tax should be minimized. Laws should be in the favor of the industries or business persons, so the things should develop. And restriction on capital movement is, and that is state trade, this very important. Capital flow or cash flow, when it take place, then what happen, the market will develop, the industries will be developing. Economical component. In this economical component, the first comes level of economic development and distribution of personal income. The economical development is very very important. In every level they have to develop the economy, and the amount has to be distributed properly everywhere. The price should be very low. The price has to be very low. It should be affordable by the customer to take the product. Exchange rate also should be good. Balance of payment also should be very well. Supply of labor is very important. Labor has to be, the labor supply of labor, when the things are working, when a market is in the boom or it is in a good shape, that time what happen, there will be a lot of shortage of labor, so that supply should be very good. Raw material should be available. Capital also should be there. Competitive components like identification of principal competitors. The competition should be good. When they are competing, when two companies are competing, it should be in a healthy way, and it's in such a way that both has to survive. The both has to survive. There are major areas which they like market penetration, product life cycle, product mix, distribution channel, sales organ. This all comes in the competitive component. This all things. So anti-monopoly law and rules for competition, rules should be framed, and you have to see that anti-monopoly law means some organization, they are already developed, stable, and they will be working. They will be having the monopoly. They will reduce the rate of the product so that other organizations should not come. So if they make a rule or a standard rule that in such a way that all the organization should work in such a way that the product, they should get the profit, and there should not be any anti monopoly. Monopoly means there should not be control of one organization. Social and cultural component like literacy level of the population, that is very important. Literacy rate, if people are educated very well, they can work properly, and it is very good for the nation also. Religious and social characteristic, that also is very important. Extent and rate of urbanization. Rate of urbanization means development of the rural into a town, or town into a city. That all plays very important role. Now the last comes in this one is attribute of external environment. See, external environment are some sudden changes. some changes which causes problem to the market or which causes problem to the organization and firms. The first comes in this one turbulence. In the turbulence, what happens? There may be sudden change in the market. There will be not a, there will be unstable government, or there might be unstable market which causes unpredictable change. For example, if you see price rate of the petroleum or diesel, it has gone too high. That time it's sudden change. If there is a sudden change, for example, if you see before 2 3 years it was nearly 60 70 rupees. Now it is changed like anything. So that is sudden changes, unpredictable changes which has occurred. It will impact the raw material, it will impact the price of the raw materials, transportation, price of the transportation, and other expenses will also increases. And as well as if this happens, the product rate or the product value or product price also will increases. Second, hostile. In hostile, what happen? The marked by risks, stress and frustration. Laws, there might be different laws which might be harassing the uh, which might be harassing the firm or organization, which might be not in the favor of the organization. So and which will lead to a price rise also. So this all creates problem. So in many way the other things also are there, like diverse ways, technical complex, all many things are there which we is attribute of the external environment which causes problem to the organization and the firm. Corporate corporate appraisal. In this corporate appraisal, the company analyzes its strength and weakness. A company's strength may be its good leadership, excellent product design, low cost manufacturing skill, efficient distribution, efficient customer service, personal relationship with the customer, efficient transportation, logistic, logistic, efficient sale promotion, high turnover, high ability to influence legislation, and ownership of low cost. This all might be its strength, or purchasing the raw material in the low rate. This all may be strength. This is a call as a strength of the company which require. And there are many weaknesses also of the companies. So the company managers or the managers of the top level should think of the strength as well as the weakness of the company. If they are improving the strength of the company, if they are seeing that the strength of the company is very good, they have to concentrate on the weakness of the company also. If they don't concentrate on the weakness of the company will sink. If no doubt they are having a good strength to stand, but if they if the weakness is left as it is and no action is taken, and that time what happen, it will sink the company. For example, if you see the Coca-Cola has had a tie-up with the major client like Burger Kings, and it used to provide drinks, its drinks, Coca-Cola drink, to the remote areas also, very very remote areas. But what happened? They were more concentrating on the infrastructure and technology. They did not see what are the weaknesses. So what happened? Due to that problem, they lost a major client, that is called a Burger King. Burger King used to purchase the Coca-Cola lot of product. But what happened, many times they went out of a stock because they were supplying it to the very remote area. They were not interested in giving the its product to the its client Burger King. Then what happened? He stopped purchasing the product of the Coca-Cola. Then he took it from the PepsiCo. So what happened, when it took the product from a PepsiCo, he stopped the product of the Coca-Cola. In this way, the company started shrinking.